Richie Rich Show.
Woo now, look at all them prime trucks sitting there pretty. Touch one, and you'll be working 80 hours just to stay broke.
Hey y'all, it's Richie Rich here, man. I'm just responding to a comment I had on my other video. Somebody said Prime got like 80 trucks sitting there idle. And I was looking at the Success Leasing and I was like, damn, they do, yo. I'm going to tell you something. Back in the day, they couldn't keep a truck on the list. They had a waiting list. They had people actually sitting in hotels waiting weeks to get a truck. Now they couldn't give a truck away. And these are all brand new trucks. In the prime market, in the prime freight market, these would have been gone in New York second. But it just shows you that people are starting to wake up and see this bullshit. I mean, look how expensive these trucks are. $1,275 plus $100 APU, right? That's $1,300 in fixed costs. Not to mention the insurance and registration and all the tags. That's $1,600 to $1,700 a week. And right now, that is not a smart idea. Now, here's the crazy thing about the pricing, right? They got a truck on here for $1,219. That's a 2024 with 175,000 miles on it. The differentiation between that and a brand new truck is like $60. That doesn't make sense in pricing, right? But man, Prime, you you guys got that, man. I mean, that's super expensive, dude. Like, in this market here, oh, no. Let them trucks sit there, man. I hate to see what their turn-in rate is at this point. Maybe they're changing out their whole fleet. Maybe they're not. I mean, that is so ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. All those trucks sitting there. Brand new trucks. You can't give them away. Unbelievable. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm sitting here and I was looking over my comments. You know, I respond to all your comments. I do. And, man, there's a lot of trucks there. God. But you know what? I think that they're basically changing over old inventory to new. That's probably what it is. I mean, it's a lot of 2025s and 2026s. But that's a lot of trucks. Like, somebody in the comment section was like, look, they got like 80 trucks there. And here's the crazy thing about that, right? The differentiation between a brand new truck there and one that has 120,000 miles on it is like $50. So you might as well get the brand new truck, right? But that's a lot of trucks there. And that's not even, like, I would love to see, I should get on Pedigree's website. Let me get on Pedigree's website and see what they're selling, okay? If guys who don't know, Pedigree is a part of Prime. I mean, it's like 3 companies in one. But let me look at Pedigree's and I'll get back to you. So I decided to take a look at Pedigree real quick, right? And see what Pedigree is offering. Because that Pedigree, for guys who don't know, is Prime's selling arm. The guy has like 3 companies in one. I mean, it is ingenious. It is. I give him that. But that usually tells you what the market is, right? And they got trucks on here for, let's see. Look, Prime is catering to Indians, Punjabis. Look at that. Ain't that something? Because that's one part of the problem, okay? You're catering to those folks there. You show them that you're sensitive because you just want the money. That made me sick. Anyway, let's look at some of these trucks here and see what we got. Used semis for sale. Okay, let's go on down here. Take a look here. Lucky Lou. And what do we have here? Come on down. Thought I saw there you go, $37,000 for that. That's a good price. You know, look at Peterbilt here for $53,000. It just makes sense to me, guys, if you saved your money and then went over to Pedigree and actually bought the truck with just like $5,000 or $6,000 down and actually have the truck paid off in a year, than paying a high ass $1,600 to $1,700 weekly fixed cost. Doesn't make sense to me right now in this market. But hey, there's other ways to do this, you know? But look at that. All the trucks for sale. Look at it. $60,000. International. Huh? I don't know if you can get me to drive one of those things. International does have its problems, but a lot of those trucks are still under warranty. Look, 287,000 miles, 281,000 miles. Look at, what's this, $68,000 for How many miles? 364 miles. That's 1,000 miles. That's pretty good. But that's what I would do, guys, is save your money, okay? Hey, y'all, I'm back. Um, I got on, okay, I got on Pedigree's website, right? Because thoughts are just creeping into my head right now, just late night. And they're catering to Punjabis. They, they're part of the problem. But I couldn't tell how many trucks are listed on there for sale because they don't have a count. But it was a lot of pages. So they're probably getting rid of their old inventory and bringing in new inventory. But still, that is a lot of trucks. I mean, that's why. And then you see the prices for the trucks. Some of you guys are better off, honestly, just working 2 or 3 years, getting like 15% and go over to Pedigree and buy a truck from them and then bring it back over to Prime. That sounds like a better business plan to me because if they're selling trucks for $58,000 and $68,000 with 300,000 miles on them, that's basically what you have now because for months they were pushing out that junk, but they were charging you a premium, but they're selling those trucks at a discount. So 50 grand for a truck, and they're offering financing. I think it said 10% down or something like that. Bro, it makes more financial sense to save the money and go over to Pedigree and buy a truck and then bring it back over to Prime or go to Prime's A fleet, then actually do the actual lease there. You be saving money in the long run because you pay that truck off in a year. I don't know. That's just my thought. But y'all see all those trucks? Jesus. Well, anyway, anywho, guys, I got to get to bed. I ain't going to be long on this one. I got something coming up I got to take care of in the morning. But y'all be safe out there, man. I hope y'all keep making some money. Hope your pride drivers ain't getting too mad at me for making the content. It's a conversation piece, and last few days, we just been talking about it. Anyway, peace and love. Richie Rich is out.
Suckers be warned. Come on down to Prime and get broke with style.